Hello guys, good evening. I am back with a new video and it's not about HR right now. I have left the topic and I'll cover it soon. I'll make the video on HR, that is on training and development, and will share with you soon. It has been started, so it will also get over and you will be able to. I'll share the name of the book from which I have made the video. That is T.N. Chabra of Human Resource Management. You can purchase it from the market. I have the new updated book which I purchased approx 2 to 3 years back, along with that of my time when I was doing graduation. So you can also purchase the updated book from the markets itself, or the from the name of Human Resource Management, and the book author name is T.N. Chabra. Right now what I am doing is I am starting with 11th class first chapter of NCERT, that is business, trade and commerce. Okay, so it's a very easy and a very great topic. Now first of all, let's understand the meaning of business and then we will move further. Now you people, in our daily life, on daily basis, we say that don't disturb me, I'm busy right now. Don't call me, I'm doing some work, I'm busy in that work. It simply means that you are doing some work. But does that mean that the work that you are doing helps you in generating revenue or money or not? Helps you in earning money or not? If you are studying in a school and you are having exams, does that mean that if you are busy in preparing for your exams, it is helping you in earning money? No. It is helping you in getting promoted to the another standard, which is quite common and which is very important, so that we can learn something new, right? In the same way, when we go to the college, we learn something and we become graduate, and then if we would like to do any post graduation or something, then we proceed and we just take the degree. In the meanwhile, when we just do graduation and side by side we do job in order to earn money, that is our job. It's not a business. But if we just do something that helps us in earning something on daily basis, or within 2 to 3 days when we earn something from that particular thing, is known as business. अगर मैं हिंदी में कहूँ तो व्यापार, धंधा. धंधा is a very अजीब सा शब्द. It's like very awkward, embarrassing word. तो मैंने बात करी बिजनेस की. अब बिजनेस किस वर्ड से ड्राइव हुआ है, किस शब्द से बना है? वो बना है बिजी, व्यस्त. बट बिजनेस, बीजे की स्पेलिंग क्या है? BUSY. और बिजनेस की स्पेलिंग क्या है? BUSINESS. मीन्स getting busy in such work which will help us in earning money or generating revenue on daily basis. A person who is selling tea, a dhobi, or you can say a person who is ironing the clothes, okay, a person who is selling t-shirts, clothes, a person who is basically selling stationery, a person who is making cartons, a person who is selling sewing machine. These are certain things or businesses through which a person earns on daily basis. It is known as a business. Means selling of goods in exchange of money is known as business. Now businesses of two types: economic and non-economic. Economic means the one from which we earn money. Non-economic businesses like NGO. Or if we are selling a pen, or giving if we have sold a box, carton to our friend, we have given 10 pieces of carton to our friend and we said, अरे दोस्ती की बात है यार, मत शेयर, मेरे को पैसे नहीं चाहिए, तू अपने पास रख, तो क्या वो इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटी में आएगा? नहीं, क्योंकि हमने उसमें से तो मनी अर्न करी नहीं। तो इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटी सिंपली मीन्स रेफर्स टू द मनी बिजनेस or activity through which we earn money. So business is an economic activity, not the non-economic. Now let's talk about the meaning of role of just a minute. Let's start with the new topic, which is known as your business activities characteristics. Now what is business characteristics? First of all, it's an economic activity. As I have told you, that business is considered to be an economic activity because it is undertaken with an objective of earning money or livelihood, or not out of love, affection, sympathy or any other emotion. Okay, मैंने किसी को ऐसे ही दान में कुछ दे दिया, 10 डिब्बे बेच दिए, बट उसके बदले में मैंने पैसे नहीं लिए। मैंने कहा तुम मेरे रिश्तेदार हो, तुम मेरे फ्रेंड हो, मेरी तुम्हारी तरफ हमदर्दी है, तो क्या मैं उसको इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटी गिनूंगा? नहीं, इट विल बी कंसिडर्ड एज नॉन इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटी। बट हाँ, मैंने उसको बेच के 100 रुपये का एक डिब्बा 10 रुपये के हिसाब से 1000 रुपये कमाए, तो वो मेरा क्या गिना जाएगा? economic activity, because I have earned money out of that carton by selling those cartons or cartoons. Number one thing. Number second thing is production and procurement of goods and services. Before goods are offered to people for consumption, these must be either produced or procured by business enterprises. Thus, every business enterprise either manufactures the goods in it deals in or acquires from the producer to further sold to customers or users. Goods may consist of consumable items on daily use such as sugar, ghee, pen, notebook, etc. Like furniture, etc. Services may include like consumers, business, firms and organizations in the form of transportation, banking, electricity and etc. So see, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल इट्स अ वेरी गुड एग्जाम्पल। हमने कार्टन बनाया, हमने सीधा बेच दिया कस्टमर को, कस्टमर से तो हमारे को पैसे रिसीव हुए, चलो भाई हमारा काम खत्म हो गया, ठीक है। एक होता है कि हम किसी दूसरे बिजनेस वाले को बेच रहे हैं और वो आगे जाके कस्टमर को बेच रहा है। हमने स्टेशनरी की बात करी थी एज एन एग्जाम्पल ऑफ बिजनेस। क्या हम एक नोटबुक घर पे बनाते हैं? नहीं। इसका सबसे बड़ा एग्जाम्पल है प्रोडक्शन और प्रोक्योरमेंट का ऑफ गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज, कि हम घर पे नहीं बनाते, ठीक है भाई। जब हम घर पे कोई चीज़ नहीं बनाते, हमने पेन मार्केट से ख़रीदा, बल्क में ख़रीदा, 20 रुपये की कॉस्ट थी, हमने उसको 25 रुपये में, 22 रुपये में, 23 रुपये में, जो भी उसकी कॉस्ट थे, हमने उसको बेच दिया। हमने पेन ख़रीदा, हमने पेन बेच दिया, उसमें क्या हम मैन्युफैक्चरर हैं? नहीं, क्योंकि मैन्युफैक्चरर कोई और, मैन्युफैक्चरर से हमने ख़रीदा और हमने आगे जाके बेचा, तो इसमें हमने भी बिजनेस करा, बट किसी और ने भी हमारे को बेचा, तो वो हो गया बिजनेस टू बिजनेस। और अगर हम कंज्यूमर को बेच रहे हैं तो वो हो गया B2C, दैट इज बिजनेस टू कस्टमर। Now sales of goods and services. Directly or indirectly, business involves transfer or exchange of goods and services for value. If goods are produced and not for the purpose of sale but for purpose of personal consumption, it cannot be called as business activity. Cooking food at home for the family is not a business, but cooking food and selling it to others in a restaurant is a business. Okay, the one essential characteristic of business is that there should be sale or exchange of goods and services between the seller and the buyer. One of the best example of non-activity, as I have mentioned, that when we sell the goods to the people and we earn the money, when we cook the food, when we just make the tea and sell to the people, it is considered as business just because we are earning money out of it. But if we are making the tea, if we are cooking the food for our home people, it will not be considered as business activity just because we are not earning money out of it. The another is dealing in goods and services on regular basis. So business, the meaning of the business is dealing with the goods and services on daily basis. Means if you are making tea, if you are selling pen, if you are manufacturing cartons, if you are selling t-shirts, if you are selling garments, it's on daily basis. So it's an ongoing activity which is a never stopping activity. Okay, and it's on daily basis. Another is profit earning. So in every business or every business person would like to earn money. Okay, in anyhow, land, labor, capital and entrepreneur. Okay, entrepreneur simply means business. Land पे rent, labor को wages, capital को invest और purchase, entrepreneur और business at the end profit. तो जब भी हमारा कोई भी हम चीज बेचते हैं उसके लिए पीछे हमारे को प्रॉफिट भी चाहिए होता है. One of the main purpose of business is to earn money, income by way of property. No business can survive for loss without proper profit. This is what businessman makes all possible efforts to maximize profit by increasing the volume of sales or reducing cost. Means at lower cost and increasing the sales. If the businessman is selling the goods on daily basis, it will be considered as profit. Means 20 रुपए की चीज, सिंपल सी बात में कहते हैं 20 रुपए की चीज है, 25 रुपए में बेच दी, हमारा 5 रुपए प्रॉफिट हो गया. या हमने कम दामों पे चीज खरीदी और ज्यादा दामों पे बेच दिया, हमने मार्जिन कमाया, उसको क्या दिया? प्रॉफिट अर्निंग. अनसर्टिनिटी ऑफ रिटर्न. It simply means lack of knowledge to the amount of money that a business is going to earn and give periods in a given period. Every business invests money to run activities with the objective of earning property, but it is not certain to what amount the profit will be earned. Also, there is always a possibility of losses being incurred despite the best effort put into the business. हमने पैसा लगाया बट जरूरी नहीं है कि हमारे को हर समय प्रॉफिट होगा ही होगा. लॉसेस भी हो सकते हैं चाहे हम जितना एफर्ट डाल लें. बट अगर प्रॉफिट होंगे जरूरी नहीं है कि इतने ही होंगे जितने हम 100 लगाया तो 500 200 का प्रॉफिट होगा. 100 का भी नहीं हो सकता. जरूरी 100 रुपये लगाया, क्या पता 90 का हो, क्या पता 80 का हो. सॉरी. तो प्रॉफिट का ही कोई मार्जिन सेट नहीं होता बिजनेस में. इट कैन बी ऑफ एनी अमाउंट और एनी परसेंटेज एलिमेंट ऑफ रिस्क. यस, बिजनेस हैज रिस्क एज वेल. नाउ हाउ रिस्क? जरूरी नहीं कि ऐसा बात है कि प्रॉफिट भी और लॉस, जो हमने बात करी है, प्रॉफिट भी हो सकता है, लॉस भी हो सकता है. रिस्क इज द अनसर्टेनिटी एसोसिएटेड विद एन एक्सपोजर टू लॉस. It is caused by some unfavorable or undesirable event. Risk are located with factors like change in consumer taste and fashion, change in the method of production, strike, lockout, workplace, increased competition in the market, fire, theft, accident and etc. Exactly. आजकल मार्केट में लोगों का टेस्ट में बहुत चेंज आ रहा है. आज एक आईफोन बना जी, हमारे उससे मन भर गया, हमारे को दूसरा चाहिए. धीरे धीरे प्रोडक्शन शुरू हुई. कपड़े का ब्रांड बदल गया, क्लोथिंग ब्रांड उनके दिमाग में आया, वो चेंज हुआ. उसकी वजह से हमने जो बाकी स्टॉक रखा हुआ था वो बिका नहीं, हमारे को लॉस हो गया. फैक्ट्री या किसी दुकान में आग लग गई, चोरी हो गई, वो भी एक रिस्क है. क्योंकि बिजनेस इसके साथ रिस्क ज़रूरी जुड़ा होता है. विदाउट रिस्क कोई भी बिजनेस नहीं चल सकता. अब आते हैं बात, 3 चीज़ें होती है. एक होते हैं बिजनेस, प्रोफेशनल एंड एम्प्लॉयमेंट. नाउ लेट्स टॉक अबाउट बिजनेस. बिजनेस मीन्स डूइंग एन एक्टिविटी ऑन डेली बेसिस इन ऑर्डर टू अर्न मनी. बिजनेस में आप जरूरी नहीं है इतने पढ़े लिखे हों कि आपको उसके लिए रिगार्डिंग नॉलेज होनी ही ज़रूरी है. BA पास a 12th pass, a 10th pass can also start the business. फिर उसके बाद आता है प्रोफेशन. प्रोफेशन का मतलब होता है डॉक्टर. डॉक्टर के पास एक डिग्री होती है जिसके थ्रू वो अपना क्लिनिक चलाता है. उसको हम बिजनेस नहीं कंसीडर करेंगे, उसको हम प्रोफेशन ही बोलेंगे. एक तीसरा आता है एम्प्लॉयमेंट. एम्प्लॉयमेंट मीन्स व्हेन वी आर डूइंग जॉब इन under some person, under an organization or in an organization like Concentrix, Accenture, Deloitte, Genpact. These are the organization जिसमें हम employment के अंदर as an employee काम कर रहे हैं. Now let's start. Entrepreneur decision and other legal formalities if needed in the case of mode of establishment. मीन्स अगर कोई भी लीगल फॉर्मेलिटी लाइक आपको अगर बिजनेस चलाना, उसके लिए आपको लाइसेंस होना ज़रूरी है. ज़रूरी नहीं है कि बहुत ज़्यादा लीगल फॉर्मेलिटीज़ अगर ज़रूरी हुई तो करना ज़रूरी है, अदरवाइज नहीं. उसके बाद मेंबरशिप ऑफ अ प्रोफेशनल बॉडी एंड सर्टिफिकेट ऑफ प्रैक्टिस. लाइक एज आई हैव ऑलरेडी मेंशन दैट यू मस्ट इफ़ यू आर हैव डन like doctorate in, if you have a specialty in general physician, or you can say in gynecology or something, you must be having a degree or a certificate or from a professional body like All India Medical Association. Okay. Then employment, as I have mentioned, working in under somebody and earning getting salary on behalf of it. Nature of work, provision of goods and services to the public, means selling of goods and services to the public. इसका बिजनेस का मतलब ये होता है. प्रोफेशन में रेंडरिंग अ पर्सनलाइज्ड एक्सपर्ट सर्विसेज, रेंडरिंग ऑफ पर्सनलाइज्ड एक्सपर्ट सर्विसेज, दैट इज डॉक्टर. जज, लीगल, दैट इज लॉ, दैट इज नॉट अ बिजनेस. After that, employment, performing work as per the service contract or rules of services, means working as per the job that has been given to us, for which we have been employed. That is like your teaching or like working in a bank, working in a call center. So these are the certain branches I'm talking about. Always remember, another name of entrepreneurship is business. So studying about a business is known as business studies. Qualification. In the case of business, no minimum qualification is necessary. As I mentioned, 12th pass, graduation, 10th pass can also start a business, even though an illiterate first or fifth pass person can also start a business by, if the person would like to make a tea, the person sells tea, the person cooks food and sell, and becomes a tailor or start his own business or her own business as a tailor or something like that. In the case of professional qualifications, expertise and training is a specific field as prescribed by the professionalized body is must. Like doctor, you must do practice first. Okay, you must take training for it. Like for the legal advisory, like lawyers, they take they do practice, they do training as well, they take training. Now in the case of employment, qualification and training must be prescribed by the employer. As I mentioned that you must be, suppose if you are working in Verizon, not in house but in third parties, at third parties payroll, तो Verizon के लिए आपको ट्रेनिंग दी गई कि कस्टमर सपोर्ट में लगना है. हमारी 3 फैसिलिटीज़ होगी जो वायरलाइन में होती है, टीवी, इंटरनेट एंड होम फोन. वायरलेस में होती है आपके सिम कार्ड और आपका मोबाइल. तो इनकी अलग अलग बॉडीज़ होती है, इसके हिसाब से आपको ट्रेनिंग दी गई और उसके हिसाब से आपको काम आगे करना पड़ता है, जिसमें 2 बंदे इन्वॉल्व होते हैं. एक होता है ट्रेनर, एक होता है ट्रेनी. Trainee means we are the people who will be working on that particular project, and the trainer who trains us for that particular project in order to achieve goal. Capital investment. Capital investments required as per the size and nature of business. Production of syringes requires more money. Production of goods like cartons requires more money as per the small business, large business, medium business, like that. In the case of tea, it requires a small money as well along with the big. If you are opening a tea stall, it requires little bit, and if you are opening a very big restaurant, then it requires a lot of money, because there will be electricity bill, gas bill, and like everything that a person is requiring. It might be possible that you will keep eatable items like rusk, biscuit, or you will keep the water bottle as well. So in order to maintain everything, in order to store milk as well, you also need a fridge to keep it, right? In the case of your capital investment in profession, it is known as limited capital needed for establishment. Just because, like a clinic, as I have told you, in that clinic you must be having a stethoscope, along with that some injections, a bed where you will give the shot to the patient, along with little table, chairs, and everything, a place where you will keep the medicine. And it also depends upon the size of the clinic, like if it's in 60 acres, 50 acres, like that. In the case of employment, no capital is required, just because you are have got employed in some organization. So you are working under some project and you are getting salary for that, salaried person, you can say. In the case of business, risk are uncertain and irregular risk is present. So risk is always there in the business, as I have mentioned. It can be anyhow, like fire, theft, change of the taste and mind of the people also impacts a business a lot. Fee is generally regular and certain. Some risk. Okay. In the case of business, in the case of your profession, you pay the fees to the doctor, to the lawyer. In the case of employment, fixed and regular pay, no or little risk. Means in the case of employment, how risk happens when you get terminated, when you get a warning letter. But fixed pay is there. You will get this much of amount every month, every year. If they will increase your salary, you will get to know as per your ranking. Transfer of interest, transfer possible with some formalities. Like my father would like to transfer the business to me, there will be certain formalities that needs to be done, then we can proceed. In the case of profession, it's not possible, because in order to just sit at your father's place, you must be having a medical degree, or you must be a lawyer in order to carry that profession, hold that profession, in order to continue that profession. In the case of employment, it's not possible, just because in order, as you have earned so much money. However, if your son would like to be the part of same organization, same process, then your son has to give interview, or your daughter has to give interview, and further process will going to happen. Code of conduct, no code of conduct is prescribed, because you don't have to follow like this and that and so you have to come at this time. Yes, in business, labor has to come at the particular time, but it's not like that so heavily. In the case of professional, code of conduct is to be followed, like you have to be very, very professional with your patients, with your customers who have come to you in order to get your issue resolved. Norms of behavior laid down by the employer are to be followed. Like what is the this organization has certain rules. Like if I talk about related to your, you have to come at this particular time, 9.5 hour shifts will be there, cabs will be provided, so and so 24 by shifts, and these are the what do we call it, your incentives that will be provided to you, what all you need to follow, this and that and so and so. Example, shop and factory of business. In the case of professional, legal, medical professional, or chartered accountancy. Yes, CA can also not transfer his what do we call it, your profession to the son or daughter, just because in order to practice CA you also have to be CA, chartered accountant. And in the case of employment, jobs in bank, insurance companies, government departments like your Khadya department and so on. So these are the examples of business, profession and employment. Now there are classifications of industries. There are three classifications of industries, that is primary, secondary and tertiary. Let me just explain these three terms in a very layman language. First is primary. You have purchased raw material from a particular business, that is known as primary industry, like extraction of mineral from surface. Now in the case of secondary industry, you just made a good, you have converted the raw material into finished good, like extraction of minerals or small you can say ratans, or like gold into the gold chain or something like that. In the case of tertiary activities, once you manufacture those goods and items, you sell those goods and activities. How? By selling them through transport, by sending them through transport, or with the help. These are some of the examples. In the case of tertiary activity, banking or insurance is also involved. Why? Because your goods should be involved. In case if the goods will catch fire, then you will be able to claim for those goods. Okay, so these are the three examples that I was referring to. Now let's talk about, you can also read it. Now there are two other things, that is trade or auxiliary to trade. We will cover these topics later. Okay, first of all, just cover this topic and I will let you know when I'll start these topics, like trade or auxiliary to trade, which are the basic topics that we need to cover soon. That is on the page number 14 and we will be starting soon. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for giving your time. Please like and subscribe my channel and don't forget to press bell icon. Bye bye.